Good evening. I want to make a second video tonight. I'll probably put it out there in 2 weekends. Excuse me. It's been about a year, a little bit over a year, since I started making videos. There's some things that I want to do to make things better that have not been very successful with. I would like to get some software to do editing. I would like to get a microphone and probably a better camera. Right now I'm using my phone for everything, and one of the things that I have trouble with, and it's probably in this video, so I'll make this short, is getting good sound quality sometimes. A lot of times. A lot of times I'm running tools and they get too loud. Other times I got issues like, I'm sure that you can hear the ballast. I actually had to make the video about the cartridges a couple different times because of the ballast and some other stuff. And, well, no, I made it twice. The second time, I'm not going to redo it a third time. I already put all the cartridges away. And as I was playing it back, I found out even the second time that I recorded it that there was an issue. It appears that you can hear water running in the background. It almost sounds like a rainstorm, which I guess maybe if I just say, hey, that was a rainstorm in the last video, it would go over better than just water running through the pipes. So I have a lot of challenges. I don't have a room just to do videos in. I really like what the 8-bit guy did by building a studio shed. Living in Pennsylvania, I would have to somehow heat the shed for in the wintertime, and I might have to cool it in the summertime, just to keep kind of a closed area to keep the noise down. But I'm filming these in my house, and in different rooms in the house, and I'm not the only person that lives here, so there will be times where people will be doing other things that don't think about it, but in the playing back of the videos is caught either on sound or motion itself. I hope that my videos are getting better. One of the things that I am trying to do is have, what do you call thumbnails? That first picture, you know, I'm trying to do that. I didn't do that for over half of the year on my videos. I started doing that, I think, over the summer, and I think that has improved, made my videos look better. I want to get editing software sometime this year. I need to get a new computer because my computer is extremely slow, and I've downloaded 3 programs, and of those 3, the first one would take almost 20 minutes to start up, and editing just took forever, and I'm not sure where it was storing the video, but I just could not figure that one out. The second one, it seemed a little bit more promising, but again, the learning curve on it for me was just too much, and I just spent way too much time on it with no results. And this third one, I tried to open up the software. I have an icon on my desktop. I double-click the icon, I got a spinny for a little bit, and it just went away, and nothing ever opened. So for me, it's a little frustrating because I don't have a lot of time to put into this. So, any video I do make, it may not seem very professional, but for the time for me it takes to do it, it does take a lot of my time. So it's not like I'm just, oh, I need to put a video out here, 10 minutes and it's gone. It does take some time for me, even though I'm not doing a lot of editing on it, but still the setup. Like now, I know you can hear that hum. I didn't think about it whenever I made this video, but I have all kinds of LED lights around so I could turn the fluorescence off. Up above me, you can't see it, but I got a 4-bulb fluorescent fixture, which does a great job illuminating this. But I want to get rid of all the fluorescence, mainly because I don't want to have to deal with the tubes getting rid of them, and I don't want to have to deal with those ballasts. That really just drives me crazy sometimes. And if I'm playing music down here, I don't want to be able to hear that. And I want to be able to clean up this area and be able to use it, entertain, have people come down here, play board games, play card games, do other stuff, eat, talk, maybe watch movies off the TV, or at least watch the kids playing video games, things like that. We could be over here talking, the kids could be playing video games, we're all here, we're interacting together. I'm cleaning out some of this section here. I want to get this section done next with more shelves. The greeblies are going really slow. I'm trying to get some linear actuators done so that I have these doors that are really cool. You press buttons and the doors will open themselves and close themselves and things like that. It's taking forever to decide on things. This really gives me a better appreciation for engineers, because in doing this on my own and trying to think things through, some things look extremely easy, and then whenever I go to actually make it out of parts that I have, it's like, oh my god, how do I do this? But I'm getting through it. I got my first linear actuator to the point to where I think I can actually install it on the door and see if it'll open the door and close it. I got all kind of greeblies made up for on the doors, but I don't want to put those on until I get the positions of the linear actuators on. Then I can put the greeblies up. After that's done, I have an Atari 800, an 800 XL, a Texas Instruments TI-99 4A, and an Odyssey 2. I know it's not really a computer. Oh, and my, what do you want to call it? Creme de la creme of the old computers, and mainly because this was what I had whenever I was a kid, was a ColecoVision Atom. And it's the expansion module 3 where you plug it into the ColecoVision. And that's what I had in high school. My senior year, I did all of my book reports on that. I unfortunately messed up on the spacing on one of them. I should have asked the teacher first, and I didn't get an A on it because the teacher said that I double spaced, and whenever I went back to the program, I was single spaced, but that's the way it spaced it. I guess if I would have known that, if I would have shown the teacher first and said, hey, can I use this, but can I maybe add 2 more pages just so that it would still fit within what you want, maybe talk to them about that. But I was naive as a kid. I didn't think, teachers are staunch and you do what they say and that's it, and you can't change anything. But I think if I would have went up and asked, I had some really, really good teachers that if I would have asked, I probably would have been able to get that changed. I have to admit that my teachers going from kindergarten all the way up through 12th grade, I had some really good teachers. So I can't complain about the education I got. But again, that's way off subject. Sorry, I went down a rabbit hole there. My plans for this year are, I don't know. At some point, I'm going to have to get a new computer. Right now, that's not on the docket. I got other things that this year we just put a roof on the house, so that took a lot of money. Last year we had to get a furnace. The year before that, We had something else. Oh, our our roof over our basement patio rotted. Whenever we got the house rebuilt after we had a house fire in 1994, the brilliant people who put on the shingles put the flashing underneath all the shingles. So water just went right underneath the tar paper and pretty much rotted out all the wood. So I had to tear it down, and I was going to put up another roof, and my wife said, hey, what if we extend our back porch and make a deck? So we did that instead, and I hurt my back whenever I was digging the holes for the poles. So we had to get someone to finish it, so, you know, the cost went like that. And it's just been one thing after another, it seems. Don't get me wrong, though. I would much rather own land than rent from somebody else. Because if I don't get something done, I know why I didn't get it done. But if I have to rely on someone else, you don't know what they're thinking. So I really would like to get a new computer, get some software, start to learn how to use the software. With using my phone, I don't think I can actually use a camera, but maybe there's a possibility of, I don't know, but somehow making the videos, the hardware to make the videos better. Although I don't see that happening within the next year, that'll be further down the line. But I hope that you've been liking the videos that I make. This is a journey for me. I've never done anything like this before, and I just thought it would be interesting to say, hey, you know, if I can do this, yeah, I make mistakes here, I make mistakes there. Let's see if I can fix the mistakes. But hopefully it will encourage somebody else to make something or do something. Not necessarily the way I'm doing it or with the same stuff that I'm doing, but just say, hey, you know, he's doing that. I like doing this, and I'm going to, you know, make this thing over here or that thing over there. And I hope you can get, if you're not doing it, that you also put them online. That way, you know, the knowledge base increases, and hopefully people will watch your videos also if you make them. But I do like doing this, and I also see it, don't tell my daughter this, but I see it as something to give her in the future. My dad passed away whenever I was 15. I'm 55 now. That was 40 years ago. I don't really remember his voice that much. I have some pictures. The pictures are all well and good. I don't remember him the way that he looks in the pictures. I wish I did have an audio cassette. I did an interview with him whenever he had cancer, because I knew he was dying, and I wanted to have his voice. And I don't know what happened to that tape. After I graduated high school, I went off to the Air Force. I was away from here. And whenever I came back, I can't find that tape. So I don't have anything from any audio or movies from my dad. And I hope that if anything would ever happen to me, I pray that it doesn't. I pray that my daughter doesn't have to go through what I went through with losing my dad at 15 and my mom at 22. I hope she doesn't have to go through things like that. But if anything would happen, or if she grows up, meets a guy, gets married, has kids, if my grandchildren, you know, if I pass away before my grandchildren grow up or can remember, that they would always be able to go to YouTube and say, hey, that's my grandfather there. It sounds weird saying that, but I am going to keep up with the videos. I hopefully more people will see them. I'm not good at promoting myself. I don't know if I want to. In my descriptions of the videos, these past couple of videos, I have put in there about, if you like the video, click on like, and please subscribe to my channel if you like it. It's kind of weird trying to push that every time. I guess it's kind of the thing that if you don't say it, then people might not do it. If you say it, then they might go, oh yeah, I like this content, so I'll click subscribe and I'll see what he does next or whatever. I try to keep these light. Sometimes I can be really good with humor, and other times I can be very dry. I don't mean to be dry, but I think it comes across that way because I'm trying to think of what I'm saying and not do a lot of and or things like that. Or I'm trying not to swear through my videos. I'm trying to keep them family friendly. I know there were a couple of videos that looked like they would be interesting. I'm watching them with my daughter, and then a couple minutes into the video and the F-bomb starts dropping all over the place, and my daughter will go, Daddy, and then it's like, okay, yeah, I'll turn this off. I don't really need that. So I just hope that I'm bringing good content that your whole family can enjoy, and maybe just get encouraged to go out and do something. So we'll see how this next year goes, and hopefully I can make some improvements and get better quality. And I just pray that as these years go on, that not only the quality gets better, my presentation gets better, I can get better equipment, and the whole quality of everything comes up. I used to always like watching do-it-yourself, or DIY shows. My wife and I would watch, Trading Spaces, to where you had two families on a block that trade houses and redo a room in each other's house. That was always interesting. Watch This Old House with, can't remember the guy's name. I can remember Norm Abram because Norm did all the work, it seemed. In Norm's Yankee Workshop, watch that. Would watch other shows, and it was always interesting to watch these guys make stuff and just get this lumber that what is it, and then at the end have something really nice to show for it. And I've been finding a lot of good content on YouTube. People like the Smuggler's Room. Oh my. See, this is where maybe scripting in the future would be better, so that I could name a few of them, because now they're not coming to mind. Especially the one, and I'm going to butcher this guy's name. Pictao? I can't remember. His actually was one of the very first videos that I watched. He makes lightsabers, and he did this one video where his shop is in the basement, and he had a window going to the outside, and he made it look like it was a window in a starship, and that's the video that really got me into, I want to do a spaceship thing. And then I started watching The Smuggler's Room, and he was doing all the things with the greeblies, and he makes it look so easy. And he went, this one time he made this light fixture, and he goes, yeah, I went to Lowe's or something like that, and I was looking around, and I found this culvert thing that's basically for rainwater drainage and for a driveway. And he brought it home and did some stuff to it, and it was an amazing light fixture. Me, I go in, spend 3 hours in Lowe's, and come out with nothing and feel completely defeated. So this is also a journey for me of trying to broaden my horizons, see things differently, make stuff. Hopefully these doors, whenever I get them done and I do a little video on that and show them working, and it's like, woohoo, look at this, they actually work. All that time and effort I put into it, it works. I didn't waste it. Hopefully whenever you see the greeblies on there and everything, it'll start to look like it's coming together, and it'll look like something a little bit sci-fi at least. So that's what I'm going to leave you with for this first year. Thank you for watching. Woohoo, I'm a year old. And I just pray that this channel grows, and that I keep making good videos so that you wonderful people keep watching. And I'm trying to, I know what I want my catchphrase to be. It seems like people always have a little thing at the end, and I truly believe that if we would see other people and treat them the way that we want them to treat us, or I want them to treat me, that a lot of conflict in this world would go away. Yeah, you're always going to have some. You're never going to be 100% on anything, but I think it would, conflict would really come down in this world, and who knows, maybe someday, maybe I'm just a dreamer, but it's a good dream, so I'll keep dreaming it. Okay, have a good night, everyone.